Students, how are you this afternoon? Are you all fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Feeling
Good.
cold.
So
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
begin with a
Feeling cold,
prayer. So I
ma'am.
will be sharing my screen for our prayer. Okay, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our English 8 online class. So before we start, let me remind you or let me give you few reminders as we uh, proceed with our discussion today. Mute your mic, then keep your video on, except for those who are struggling to sustain their internet connection. Then thank you very much for being on time in joining the platform. Then again, the raise hand button is available in the platform. So if you have concerns, clarifications, and questions, you may press the button and you will be acknowledged. Then there will be series of activities after the discussion. So make sure to be able to complete those activities. Then make sure also that you are seated in a conducive place where you can focus and concentrate during the discussion and the performing of the task this afternoon. Then you stay focused. Then I hope also that you're able to eat your lunch. For our discussion or the new learning competency this afternoon, let us have a review or a recap of our previous lesson. Okay, anybody who can tell the class or recap the previous learning competency that was asked by us? Okay, Layla.
Visual and verbal relationships in expository text.
Okay, that is exactly our previous learning competency, explaining visual verbal relationship found in expository text. Okay, in this lesson, who can differentiate or define visual and verbal relationship or visual verbal elements? So let us start with visual elements. What are visual elements? Anybody? Yes, when?
Visual elements are illustrated, and examples are tables, graphs, and information maps.
Okay, that is exactly the definition of visual elements. How about verbal elements? Yes, Brooklyn, very good.
Verbal elements are text or words to support visual elements.
So when we talk of visual elements, these are graphs, tables, and concept maps. While verbal elements are those descriptions, no, those data that are presented in visual representations or graphic organizers. So this time, let us consider these expository texts. Anybody from the group who would like to volunteer to read here? Yes, Kyle.
268 students walk their way to school daily. The Misamis Occidental National High School conducted a survey to identify the number of students who walk their way to school. The survey involved 268 or 14.4% of the 1,860 students at the said school. It was found out that 142 students have to walk for 3 kilometers, 50 students for 4 kilometers, and the other 69 students for 7 kilometers or, or more in order to get to school.
Okay, very good, Cal. Thank you very much. So using this text, what do you think is the most appropriate graphic or visual organizer to use in order to display the information in visual form? Is it a table, a bar graph, or a concept map, considering the data which are given in the text? Anybody, raise your hand if you want to answer. Which of the three? Yes, when?
For me, ma'am, I think it would be a graph.
Okay, that is exactly the most appropriate graphic or visual organizer. Now, what specific graph? A pie graph or a bar graph? Anybody? Layla.
Bar graph, ma'am.
Okay, very good. A bar graph. Okay, let me ask. Have you ever experienced what the kids in the text had experienced? Have you experienced walking from home to school?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Wow, very
No,
Yes, ma'am.
No,
Yes, you are very blessed. No? You are very lucky that you have your means of transportation, no, in reaching school. But even up to these days, no, even up to now, there are still students who still walk and hike just to reach school. There are even students who need to go across rivers and be able to reach their school. Okay, let us proceed. Okay, this time I have here 3 pictures showing those kids who take extra miles or miles and kilometers daily just to reach their school. How do you feel upon looking these pictures? Anybody? You start your answer with the phrase, I feel. Yes, Adanhim.
Ma'am, I feel amazed, ma'am.
Hi, Adanhim.
Kay bisan og kuan ma'am, layo ilang eskwelahan, motabok pa sila og mga suba ma'am ba. Tapos adtoon Japon nila para maka-eskwela Japon sila kay gana sila mga
Okay, very good. Next, complete the statement or the phrase, I love, based on the pictures. Anybody? Yes, Brooklyn.
I love and admire the children because they try so hard just to go to school.
Very good. Next, I think. Yes, Kyle.
I think children should be able to access education without having to hike that far.
Wow, that is a very good answer, no? Very good, Kyle. Okay, next, I believe. Yes, Cyrus.
I believe us children should be this hardworking to achieve our dreams.
Very good. Next, for me, yes, Abby.
For me, I am really amazed and I am really lucky. And I'm really amazed to see them that they make such a sacrifice just to go to school.
Okay, excellent answer. And the last, in my opinion, complete the statement. Abby again.
In my opinion, these kids had a really bright future because they did their best just to go to school.
Wow, amazing answer, Abby. What have you noticed with the introductory phrases used by you when you stated your answers? What do they convey? Yes, Gwen.
This phrases introduces an opinion, ma'am.
Okay, that is exactly the answer. So today, we will focus on using opinion marking signals to share your ideas. But before that, let us know what opinions really are by differentiating opinions from facts. Are you familiar with facts and opinions?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is a fact? Kindly read, Adanhin.
A statement that can be verified or proven. It can be observed or verified through researches or studies.
That is through researches. Okay, if a statement can be verified or can be proven through researches or studies, then that particular statement is an example of a factual statement. How about opinion, the opposite of fact? Kindly read, Gwen.
A statement that is based on your own feeling, thinking, and judgment. Others may agree or disagree.
Okay, again, when we talk of an opinion, it is the exact opposite of factual statement or a fact, no? So if a statement is only based on your feeling or thinking as well as judgment, then that particular statement is an opinion, not a fact. Okay, so let us proceed. So let us have this activity. Now, whether the given statement is a fact or an opinion. Ready? Kindly visit class point. Kindly type this code that is flashed on the screen. The code is 38948, 39488. So we have 2 participants now. So what you are going to do is to tell whether the statement is a fact or an opinion. Okay, kindly start responding now. Okay, go. Waiting for the others. Let's check your answer. Okay, the correct answer is B. What is letter B?
Opinion, ma'am.
Opinion, ma'am.
Okay, opinion. I believe that we are ready to resume face-to-face classes. This is an opinion. Next. Go back to class point, then type the code 39488 and tell whether the statement is a fact or opinion. The statement is, online learning is one of the distance learning modalities offered by MONHS. Is it a fact or an opinion? Okay, let me close the submission. The correct answer is a fact. Okay, very good. How did you know that this statement is a fact and not an opinion? Anybody? Trisha.
Because it has no opinion marking signals, ma'am.
Okay, very good. That is one clue, no? An opinion marking signal is not present in the statement. And this statement can be proven or verified. Pwede ka mo check in MONHS whether the school is really offering online learning modality or not. It can be proven or verified. Very good. Okay, so let us proceed. From the activity, you have known that Opinions are personal beliefs. It may vary from one person to another. They tell how someone feels, thinks, or takes stand about something. In other words, it is based on personal judgment or perspective of that particular person. Next, they are influenced by a person's experiences, background knowledge, emotions, and preferences. So usually opinions are influenced by person's experiences, na? Prior knowledge and preference. And other people may agree or disagree to his or her belief. That is what we consider opinion or opinions. How can we express opinions? They are used to express and identify. How can we identify opinion marking signals? So we will know that they are opinion marking signals when they are used to express and identify opinions. Okay, this time, let's have the different opinion marking signals. So let us start with those expressions or phrases which are used to express personal opinion. So these include, in my experience, in my view, from my perspective, from my viewpoint. Personally, I think, my impression is that, in my opinion, I believe, from my point of view, I think, I guess, as far as I'm concerned. So these are the expressions or introductory phrases now which are used to introduce or express personal opinions. So let us consider this example. From my personal perspective, bringing back GMRC in the curriculum is important to teach students values, good manners, and right conduct. So as you can see, which of these is the expression or the introductory phrase used to express personal opinion? Yes, Maria Althea.
From my perspective.
Okay, that is good. That is the clue that you are expressing your personal opinion. Okay, go to your chat box, please. Kindly open your chat box. Choose among these expressions or introductory phrases. Choose only one, huh? Choose only one among these personal opinion expressions or introductory phrases and type a statement there expressing your personal opinion.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, send. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, children shouldn't be forced to do things they don't like. That is very good. Next, in my opinion, I think that the government is overblowing COVID virus out of proportions. Wow, a great idea from DM. Layla, personally, I think that vanilla is the best ice cream flavor. Now, Layla is expressing her personal opinion that vanilla is the best ice cream flavor. Gwen stated that she prefers doing online class. So in my opinion, I prefer doing online class. Megan, in my opinion, we should be more polite. That's good. Then in my opinion, from Kyle, the food in Yangzhou doesn't taste good. So that is Kyle's personal opinion regarding the taste or the taste of the food. From Kimberly, in my opinion, online class is better than modular modality. Now, Kimberly has her personal reasons why she considers online class is better compared to modular modality. LG or G-Boy stated, I think government should give allowance to every student so they can get school things that are needed. So I guess many or some of you will disagree and others also will agree to the idea of G-Boy that the government should provide students allowance. Other than him, in my opinion, we should get our vaccines. Okay. From my perspective, from Gian, children should continue learning so we can be successful. Okay. In my opinion, people should not panic in buying all the supplies like toilet paper. Okay, that is an observation coming from Kurt, and he is expressing his personal opinion on that particular issue. Cyrus, I believe we should be wary in the pandemic. Okay, Sheila or Abby, I am concerned by the kids crossing the dirty water. Okay, that is a good personal opinion. Then from Althea, personally, I think sunsets are more colorful than sunrises. Okay. Then we have Clea. I think kids these days play games more on gadgets than the traditional games that we played then. A good observation and a good expression of personal opinions. That's good. Now, these are expressions and introductory phrases which are used to express general opinion. Okay, we have, it is generally accepted that, some say that, many people say that, and generally it is thought that. So these are the introductory expressions which are used to express general opinion or the opinion of the majority. Example, generally, it is thought that mathematical equations are more difficult than English grammar. Would you agree that mathematics problems in mathematics are more difficult compared to learning English grammar? Would you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
Probably majority of you will agree, but there are also some of you that would disagree. Like for them, mathematical equations or problems in mathematics are just pieces of cake. And learning, they are having a hard time learning English grammar. Now this time, kindly go back to your chat box. Kindly choose among these four expressions which are intended to express general opinion and construct your own statement. I'll give you 1 minute to do it. Go. Count of three, kindly send your answers together. 1, 2, 3, send. Okay, answer. Let us start with Kyle's answer. Generally, it is thought that men should propose instead of women. Okay? Yes, that is the general, that is one way of expressing general opinion. And Kyle started his statement with generally. And then him. Some say, very good, sorry guys. Some say that vaccines are bad, but they are not. Okay, many people are still saying that the virus or the COVID-19 isn't real. All of your answers are accepted and correct. Okay, you made use of the expression used to express general opinion. Okay, next, let us proceed. These are the expressions or phrases which are used to agree to an opinion. Okay, we have, I agree. I totally agree. That's true. Precisely. Actually, you're right. I think so too. Absolutely. Then definitely. Example, this is an opinion of a person. Despite the pandemic, the resiliency of Filipinos is very evident in education, as they offer various distance learning modalities to continue education amidst challenges. Then this is the response. No? This is one way of agreeing to that particular opinion. That's true. Filipinos are very resilient, very flexible, and they truly give importance to education. Now, go back to your chat box, and for 1 minute, you give me a statement with one of these expressions or introductory phrases that states or that gives a statement that agrees to a particular opinion. Okay, I'll give you another 1 minute to do it. Go. The count of three, you send your answers together. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, let us start with DM. I totally agree with you, Poldo, that vanilla is the best ice cream flavor. Okay, I agree that people should get the vaccine so we can get back to our normal life. So, Kurt, and then him, I totally agree that online class is better than other modalities. Okay, correct. I totally, Totally agree that we should get fully vaccinated. Edrich, I agree that we should be treated equally. I agree. Some people say that we should throw away trash in proper places, like trash bins or dumpsters, yet the same people throw trash everywhere. I totally agree that we should stay away from crowds in this pandemic. I totally agree that strawberry is the best ice cream flavor. I totally agree about my parents disciplining me and teaching me good manners. Wow. I totally agree that not all the vaccines are safe like other illegal vaccines. That's true that Filipinos are evidently resilient in education. I totally agree that COVID vaccines can help us protect from the virus. Actually, you're right. We should put it vertically. I agree that my mom really likes collecting plants. Wow, plantita. I agree that mint chocolate flavored ice cream tastes good. Wow. I totally agree that sunsets are more colorful than sunrises. And from Abby, I agree that Filipinos give such importance in continuing education. All your opinions are correct. Okay, next. Let's proceed. If those expressions or introductory phrases are used to express agreement to particular opinions, this set of expressions or introductory phrases, on the other hand, are used when you disagree to opinions, to other people's opinions. So these expressions include, I disagree, obviously, the most obvious one. I completely disagree. You could say that. However, I am not sure about that. I still have my doubts. I don't really agree with that idea. We don't seem to be in complete agreement. And I'm afraid I disagree. Example, the given opinion. The new normal setup and education provides students the easiest and most convenient ways of learning. This is the disagreement made by another person, not using a particular expression. We don't seem to be in complete disagreement. So he made use of that expression. There are students who are underprivileged that they do not have internet access nor radio, making it difficult for them to access instruction and other learning resources. So the statement, the second statement, disagrees the first given opinion. And he or she made use of, we don't seem to be in complete agreement. So this time, you go to your chat box and construct a statement using any of these expressions that is used to express disagreement. Okay, your 1 minute starts now. Okay, at the count of 3, kindly send your answers together. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. I completely disagree to the people that don't get their vaccines because they say that it is bad. Okay? I completely disagree with people that don't think vanilla is the best ice cream flavor. You are really thinking of the ice cream, huh? Until now. I completely disagree with some people saying COVID-19 isn't true. I disagree. I don't think everyone should be forced into something they don't like. I disagree about Lenny Robredo running for president. No, that's G-Boy's personal opinion, one way of disagreeing others' opinion regarding Lenny Robredo. I'm afraid I disagree with Clea saying that mint chocolate flavored ice cream tastes good. Then Max, I disagree to the people that say vaccines aren't effective, okay? I'm afraid I disagree to your opinion about cats. They can play the piano, really? Then I completely disagree that when you are vaccinated, it is okay not to wear a mask, okay? I don't really agree with the idea of playing video games instead of doing homework. I completely disagree about normalizing teenage pregnancy. I disagree to Miss Leopoldo and Mr. Banawa that vanilla is the best ice cream flavor. For me, mint is the best ice cream flavor. I guess you want to eat ice cream this very moment, huh? Next, Kimberly, I still have my doubts about my course that I will take when I go to college. Wow, very advanced in planning, setting goals. Clea Mill, I'm afraid I disagree to the people who say one's mental health is not important. That's very good opinion, Clea Mill. I disagree about you going outside. A very simple statement, yet correct. I completely disagree that cheating is a temptation, when in my opinion, it is a choice. You choose. Wow, a very good opinion. Okay, so are there questions or clarifications? Class?
None, ma'am.
Any questions? So if not, let's have this another activity, which is called Build Me Up. Huh? It is called Build Me Up. Why Build Me Up? Because you will be building or constructing answers to the given questions using the pictures. So are you ready? Are you ready? You will be given pictures. Then you will respond to the questions related to the picture. The first picture is this. Analyze now what the picture is trying to convey. Okay, first question. What can you say about the editorial cartoon? Do not forget to make use of the expressions used to express opinions or expressions which are called opinion marking signals when you answer the question. Who would like to answer the first question considering the picture? What can you say about the editorial cartoon? Anybody who would like to volunteer? Yes. Kyle.
In my opinion, this editorial cartoon is talking about how children this generation is addicted to their gadgets.
That is exactly what the editorial cartoon is trying to depict. Very good, Kyle. Next question. What do you think will happen to children who are addicted to gadgets and or social media? Anybody who would like to share an opinion? Clea Mail, using any of the expressions. Clea, you are acknowledged.
I think they will spend more time with their phones and like not really go outside to play or like see the outside world more.
Okay, no, according to Clea Mill, these children who are addicted to gadgets or social media would no longer have the time to go out, no? Since their addiction is trying or is isolating them in a room, no? These children or kids or teenagers who are addicted to gadgets are living as loners, no? They prefer to be alone rather than going out and meet other people. That is very good and a very good observation and opinion based on the picture, KML. Okay, last question for this picture. Why is it important to be smart in using gadgets or the social media? Being smart is knowing when and how to use these gadgets and the social media. Why is this important? Anybody? Raise your hand if you want to give an opinion regarding or response to this question. Yes, we have Kimberly.
In my opinion, it is important to be smart in using gadgets or the social media so that we cannot be a victim of a fake news.
Okay, very good. No? So in Kimberly's opinion, she's trying to say that when you are addicted to social media or even gadgets, no, it's possible that we would be reaching the point that we would no longer know how to differentiate or recognize or identify fake news from the truth, no, from real or from facts, and that is good. How about Megan? Megan also raised her hand. Let me hear from Megan.
Yes, ma'am.
Megan.
It is important to be smart in using gadgets to kay para dili sila makuan, ma'am, dili kayo makuan sa radiation.
Okay, that is also a good opinion. So the more you are exposed to gadgets and the social media, obviously, if you are exploring social media, then you are exposed to radiation. What else? Aside from these opinions of Megan and Kimberly, what else? Yes, Gwen.
In my opinion, it is important to be smart in using gadgets so that our time wouldn't be wasted because we cannot turn back time.
Wow, very good. No, if you are isolating yourselves, no, in a room where you spend most of your time using gadgets or in the social media, you would no longer turn back time and you are just wasting time, no? Instead of doing more important things, no, you are isolating yourselves in a room with your gadgets. That's good. Okay, let's proceed. Next picture. Okay, analyze the picture. Okay, first question. Who would like to answer? What is your perspective regarding the picture? Or what is your opinion regarding the picture? Yes, Kai.
I completely disagree with the meaning behind this picture because it is saying that we shouldn't get the COVID vaccine.
Okay, very good. No, very good opinion, Kyle. And your answer is well stated. Very good. Okay, next. Why do you think there are still individuals who resist to get vaccinated? What do you think are the reasons? Yes, Clea Mail. Wow, very participative.
I think they don't want to get vaccinated because they're maybe afraid or like they don't still believe about the virus or certain things like that.
Okay, one primary reason why there are still individuals who resist to get vaccinated is that, or because of fear, no? They have reasons behind, no? Or lack of education, diba? So if they are uninformed or not fully educated regarding vaccines, obviously they will resist to get vaccinated. Very good opinion, Clea Mail. Okay, last question for this picture. Do you believe that mass vaccination is the primary solution to lockdowns and closure of schools? Why or why not? Anybody? Yes. DM.
I don't believe that mass vaccination is the primary solutions to lockdown and closure of schools because it is shown that mass vaccinations do not really help for the virus because it only does a little bit of help. But the best way for the solution so that for the lockdowns and closures of school is to allow us to move freely so that we can develop herd immunity to the virus and so that next time whenever there's another COVID variant, we would be ready to fight against it because our bodies are already used to the virus and have antibodies ready.
Okay, you have your opinion. Who would like to disagree to DM's personal opinion? Anybody? Do you believe that mass vaccination is the primary solution to lockdowns and closure of schools? Why or why not? According to DM, he believes that it is not the primary solution to lockdowns and closure of schools, rather allowing people to move freely so that in the long run, we will become immune to the virus. How about others? How about others? The same as DM? Anybody? Raise your hand if you want to oppose to DM's opinion or disagree to his opinion. Anybody from the class? Do you have the same perspective as DM's? Yes. When?
I disagree with DM's opinion, ma'am, because in that we are putting ourselves in a risky situation if we are gonna do what he is thinking, ma'am.
Okay, so that is also your opinion, no? I cannot say which of the two is correct, and I guess you base your answers on your readings, diba? Yes, DM, want to say something? As an opposition of Gwen. Yes, DM, very good.
I agree with Gwen, ma'am, because there are already examples of what I have explained, ma'am. Because they're in Italy, they have let the people free, and then when they let everybody free, their virus case is slowly going down. The reason for this is because the COVID virus has high infection rates, but has low death cases. Like all the death cases is because of like the something else, but it's not really the virus, but the virus cannot hurt us.
Okay, Gwen? Okay, DM. Yes, Gwen, do you have something to say regarding DM's opinion?
Yes, ma'am. It seems to be he has done some research.
That's why kanang DM really is very consistent of his thought, no? Believing that it is not the vaccine which is to be considered as the best solution, no? For DM, based on his readings and basing it in Italy's experience regarding how they dealt with the virus, no? That's why DM's opinion is supported by facts, no? Based on his personal reading. So let us respect DM as well as Gwen's opinion. Okay, let's continue. Okay, another picture and the last picture. Patay na sa gutom, di sa COVID. Question number 1. Has your family felt financial problem or problems during the pandemic? Cite an example. When you answer this question, do not forget to use any of the expressions. Anybody? Yes. DM.
Yes, ma'am.
In what way, DM? You cite an example. Do not forget to use any of the expressions, DM.
In my opinion, my family has felt financial problems during the pandemic because during the start of the pandemic, we had lots of food prepared. But after a while, we were expecting that the lockdown to go away. But sooner or later, we lost our food and we can't get out of our house. So my parents went to get the quarantine pass so they could buy more food. But the problem was my dad lost his job, so he could not get. They had not money to buy food. Good thing our lolo was there to help us because he had extra money with him, so we got to survive.
Oh, really, DM? Sige, very good. No, very good idea, DM, and very good that you have shared your personal experience regarding your financial struggle, no, during the pandemic. No, the loss of your father's job, but at least, no, you were able to cope up. And DM, for others, no, to answer, or if others will not share regarding this because only DM answered the first one. Would I ask DM to answer the second question also? How did you feel about the situation, DM?
Scared, ma'am.
You take it in complete sentence, DM.
In my opinion, I was really scared because I was scared that I would lose my family, ma'am, and because of the whole situation, ma'am.
And you were used to, you were used to having a lot of food, no, on your table. But during the pandemic, there was a point when your father lost his job, and no, thank God, your grandfather was there to support the family. No, somehow you did not really feel the major impact of the pandemic, because a relative or a family member of yours was there to assist or help you at least. Okay, next. In what ways you can help your family cope up financial problems? Aside from DM, let me ask others. Okay, let me ask Brooklyn.
Yes, ma'am. Number 3 now.
Yes.
Okay. In my experience, I can help my families by saving my money and using it only for important stuff such as food or water. Since my aunt and
By the way, do you still yes, continue.
Since my aunt and titos usually give us money because my father is the only one working and my mother had to give up her job because she couldn't find anyone to babysit me and my brother.
Okay. Okay, very good, no? How about the others? How about others? Do you still receive allowances from your parents during these
No, ma'am.
days?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay, so that's one way of helping your parents, no, cope up with financial struggles during this time of pandemic, no, not asking them money because you are staying at home, you are not attending classes in school, so no need to ask for money, no, as long as all your basic needs are provided, no, these times. Okay, so do you have clarifications and questions regarding the activity?
No, none, ma'am.
Okay, let us proceed. So this time, let me check how far you understood our discussion. So kindly visit. This activity is called back and forth. Back and forth because I'll be asking you to share, to respond to give, or to respond to particular questions later. And fourth, because we will be measuring your understanding regarding this topic. So you go to www.menti.com. Let me start reading your responses. I have learned different opinion marking signals from the discussion. Very good. I have understood a lot about how to compose an opinion, and the opinion marking signals usually start at the beginning. No, they are usually they serve as introductory phrases or expression. Then I learned how to agree and disagree to people's opinions and learn the difference between fact and opinion. I also learned how to make a compelling argument. Very good. I gain a better understanding of how to employ opinion signal markers or how to use them in statements when you give opinions. I learned a lot from this discussion about using opinion marking signals to share ideas and how to use them correctly. Very good learning. I have learned on how to use opinions as well as opinion marking signals. Then I cannot see, I have learned how to make a sentence about opinion and agree or disagree about others' opinion. Okay, that's good. Okay, let us proceed to the next one. Post one question regarding the topic. The question should focus on points which you consider still difficult on your part. Do not ask question that was already answered or the question in which you know the answer. Ask question regarding points in the discussion which you consider still difficult and confusing. Okay, go. Okay, question. First question. How can you differentiate facts and opinions? Okay, let us answer this question later. This is one way also of giving generalization or wrap up of our discussion today, as well as measuring your learnings and knowing what points in the discussion you consider vague or confusing. Okay, thank you very much for the first question. Again, we will wait for the others to post their question and we will answer them one by one later. Why do we need facts and opinions? What is the purpose of the opinion marking signals? Okay, others? Why is it called opinion marking signals? Okay, next. Are there more different types of marking signals other than the three types? Why do we use opinions? Okay, let's wait for one last question before we answer. One more? Okay, should opinions still be valid even though they know there's already an answer for it? Why do we need to use facts? Okay, so let's stop the submission. Let us answer the first question. let me ask Brooklyn to read as well as answer the first question. How can you differentiate facts and opinions? Brooklyn.
I'll read, ma'am, and
Yes,
also answer.
read and answer.
How can you differentiate facts and opinions? In my opinion, facts are something that you have evidence or a backing to what you are saying or state. And opinion is something that you, in your feelings or experience, express on something or someone.
Okay, do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now the answer is
Yes,
correct.
ma'am.
So when you say fact, this is a statement that can be verified or proven. There are evidences provided through researches or studies, while opinion is based on personal experience, personal perspective, belief, feelings, or ideas. Okay, next, why do we need facts and opinions? Let me ask Leila. Why do we need to know that this particular statement is a fact and this particular statement is an opinion? Leila.
Because facts are usually can be verified, and you can find out whether it's true or not. While opinions are just their reflections of what they have seen or heard from other people, and yeah.
That's correct, no? So by knowing the difference between facts and opinions, you will know that that particular statement is subjective or objective. Next, what is the purpose of opinion marking signals? Let me ask DM.
The purpose of the opinion marking signals is so that we could express our opinions in a way that others can understand.
Okay, very good. It's one way of conveying others our ideas clearly. No? Okay, next. Why is it called opinion marking signals? The answer is very obvious. Let me ask Megan.
It is called opinion marking signals because it is words that we put in a sentence to convey our feelings and
Okay.
opinions.
Okay, so they are called opinion marking signals because they are words, phrases, or expressions intended to express or convey opinions. Why do we use or why do we express opinions? Let me ask. Yes. Who raised hand? Okay, Gwen.
Opinions are important, ma'am, so that we can express ourselves or how we feel about something.
Okay, very good. No? So it's one way of expressing or sharing our thoughts. No? We are heard. No? There are instances when we listen. So there are also instances that we want to be heard. And one way of doing that is expressing ourselves or expressing opinions. Okay, next. Should opinions still be valid even though THOUGH, they know there's already an answer for it? What's your answer? Clea Mill.
I think it is still valid because each individual has their own feeling about certain things or like facts. They have their own opinions, right? Such as what I answered now. Some might disagree with it or some might agree. Yeah.
Okay, so though they are considered opinions, no, there are opinions which are supported by facts or factual data. So to ask whether an opinions still are valid, even though they know there's already an answer for it, I guess opinions are valid, especially when the person tries to seek for exact answers to that particular issue or subject. Next, why do we need to use facts? Let's have Trisha Nicole.
Sometimes there is like when you don't really understand something, you can actually use a fact for it.
Okay. So again, facts are statements or data based on researches, no? Researches and studies. So if you want to seek for truth, you use facts or factual information or data. How should we respond to an opinion? Okay, anybody? Clea, how should we respond to an opinion? Especially, Clea, those opinions which are the oppositions of your own beliefs and ideas. How would you respond or deal with those types of opinions, Clea Mill?
Well, I guess especially in the opposite of our belief, I would disagree with their opinion because it's like it's the opposite of what I believe.
Okay, similar with what happened earlier, right? No, the ideas presented by DM was exactly opposite to what Gwen is trying to convey us. No, but both of them still respected each other's opinion and belief, diba? So how should you respond to an opinion? Listen, accept, and respect, because each one of you has his or her personal opinions on a particular subject, diba? Sometimes opinions can be misinterpreted as facts and facts as opinion. A lot of people believe them. How can we differentiate the fact and opinion? How would you differentiate or recognize facts from opinions? You do researches, you do readings, diba? As Gwen said, ma'am, I guess DM's argument is based on his readings regarding vaccinated and unvaccinated issues or concerns. So what you're going to do in order to determine which of the data presented are considered facts and opinions is to do researches and studies. In that way, you'll be able to obtain answers whether the data presented are facts or opinions. Then the last question, can facts become opinions despite deep convictions and proof about them? Do you have answer to this deep question? Can facts become opinions despite deep convictions and proof about them? Again, when we talk of opinions, my dear children, my dear students, opinions are based on personal beliefs. And there are instances that opinions are supported by facts. But these are still considered opinions when the person deal this concern or subject subjectively. Do you have other questions? Very good, no discussion. Very good. Do you have other questions?
None, ma'am.
Okay, let's have the evaluation of your learning, the final evaluation of your learning. Okay, this will be the last. This will be our last activity. Evaluating learning. Directions. Make a 1-minute advertisement or a 150-word essay. You have the task to invite more tourists to visit Oroquieta City. Read the cue cards to accomplish the task. Okay, so there are two options or two choices which we're going to choose. Either to make a 1-minute advertisement or a 150-word essay. You have the task to invite tourists from other places to visit our very own Oroquieta City. I will be providing you cue cards to accomplish the task. So before that, I will be grouping you into two. So I have here. So let me review the names for the grouping. Trisha, Gwen, DM, Layla, Kurt, Megan, Adanhim, Abby, Gian, Brooklyn, Kyle, Mags, LG, Kimberly, Althea, Clayamel, Edrich, and Cyrus. Who is not called? Okay, none. So we will be grouping you randomly using the team picker wheel. So you cannot choose who to go with as group mates. Sige, let's start. Okay, so team number 1 or group 1, we have Kurt, Gian, Adanhim, LG, Abby, Brooklyn, Gwen, Althea, and Layla. Take note of your group members. Take a screenshot of this. Next, team 2 or group 2, DM, Cyrus, Mags, Kyle, Kimberly, Trisha, Edrich, Megan, and Clayamel. Team 1 or group 1, who will act as your leader? Okay, let's have Abby as the leader. Okay, congratulations, Abby, you are appointed. Okay, for group 2, the team leader. Okay, who is your preference? Anybody? Name a name from group 2. DM?
Trisha,
okay, Trisha. Trisha Valmoria is the leader of group 2. But it doesn't mean that only Trisha and Abby will be working for the group. Please, leaders, take a screenshot of your members. Okay. Okay, so you will be producing 2 outputs here, as way of evaluating your learning to the discussion rather. So either a 1-minute video advertisement or a 150-word essay. So is Valmoria and Abby still in the platform? Now, the first to type, open your chat box, Abby and Trisha. Open the chat box. You wait for my signal. The first to type 1 in the chat box will be given the privilege to choose between these two. Either a 1-minute advertisement or 150-word essay. You wait for my signal at the count of 3. Abby and Trisha.
Ma'am.
1. The first to send 1 after my signal. 1, 2, 3. Send 1. Okay, it's Abigail who's the first to send number 1. So group 1 has the privilege to choose between 1-minute advertisement or a 150-word essay. Which one? Which one, Abby?
I would like to ask my teammates also.
Again, speak out.
I suggest we can do essay na lang.
Essay.
Essay.
Okay,
Essay.
Abby, your final choice?
Yes, ma'am. Essay.
Essay. Okay, so obviously, group 2 will do the 1-minute advertisement. So what we're going to do is, your task is to invite tourists to visit Oroquieta City. So this will be your situation. Tourists hesitate to visit the city because of misconceptions about it. As someone who knows well our city, you need to address this problem. So your task, group 2, one solution that you decide to do is to make a video advertisement that showcases what your locality can offer. In the video, you will share your opinions about your place. Do not forget to include opinion marking signals in your output. Guidelines. The video must run for 1 minute. 1 minute only or 30 seconds. Remember, you are going to talk about your locality with you as the speaker in the video. You must use opinion marking signals in promoting your place. For the complete guidelines, you will be provided with the rubrics. Upload your video in Facebook and tag your teacher. You send me the video because I will be posting it in our YouTube. Okay, so this will be the rubric, ha? I'll be sending this to your GC. Content that is outstanding, 5, achieve 3, then developing 1. Duration, the video advertisement runs for 1 minute, that is 5 points. The video runs for more than 2 minutes, that is only 3 points. And if more than 1 minute or 2 minutes, that is only 1. Creativity, you consider that's 5, 3, 1. Organization, I'll give you a copy of this. Technicality and promptness. Then for the essay, the same situation, Abby and other teammates. The same situation. One solution that you decide to do is write an essay that will give details of your locality and your opinions about your place. Then you are provided, Abby, with the rubrics. So, content, 5 points. Insights, 5 points. Grammar and mechanics, 5 points. Organization, 5 points. And another 5 points for promptness. And Abby, I am telling you to present this to any application. Diba? To present your essay in any application, it could be in Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or the one that we used last time. What was it? We used the Padlet. And after that, Abby, you screen record it while you read your essay. You screen record it while you read your essay. Then what you're going to submit to me is your video. Did you get it, Abby?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, since you are working as a team, an additional and add-on to the rubric would be any suggestion? Same as what we did last time. So since this is a collaborative task, what would you like to add?
Participation.
So in short, teamwork. You will be given 5 points if all of you are working. Hey, before we end, let me leave you this quotation from Samuel Zolo. It's by learning new things in life that makes us grow. So always remember that learning is a continuous process. It doesn't stop until you get old, until the last day of your life, you will keep on learning. And if you resist learning just the way others resist to get vaccinated, then you will not grow as a person. Did you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Goodbye, everyone. That's all for today.